Hi everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. I yelled it. It made it more important, didn't it? Hey, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, leave those comments, but mostly subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free for you. It helps us out, kind of expands our algorithm. That was over dramatic. On with the DD. Kansas State has its kickoff time for TCU next week at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. You remember that K-State does occasionally play home games. They'll be back next week for TCU at 6 p.m. It'll be the fourth Big 12 game of the season and fourth night window of the season for K-State. It's the way it's working out. And that kind of makes me yearn for the times gone by when the conference played a bunch of 11 a.m. games, and Oklahoma bitched about it a lot because they looked at it as a demotion, as something, you're hidden at 11. The reality is 11 a.m. games carry a lot of value for the networks. That's the first window of the day. Fans are ready to watch college football, and they all tune in right then. They got to get their dose of football. And so those viewership numbers across the board, even though it's a crowded window, are generally pretty good. And ironically, just when the Big 12 doesn't get a ton of 11 a.m. games for whatever reason, Oklahoma gets one. They'll be on national TV next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend against UCF. They're going to run the ball. I'm going to ruin the ending. Oklahoma's going to run the ball a lot and win by a lot, because that's what everyone does to UCF, but that's worth being on national TV. Also on national TV next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, next week, is Texas playing Houston. That's a network game, too. That'll look really good. Everyone's going to think Oklahoma and Texas are just the greatest football teams ever after playing those two games. But back to the point at hand, K-State will be at home playing TCU at 6 p.m. And as I get older, I realize I do like the day games, particularly the morning games. I get everything out of the way. I got to work 2-3 hours after a game, so my old bones don't like these night games. It's all about me. When are people going to realize it's about me? I don't understand. But again, the truth is the morning games go to good teams. The morning games go to good games, typically. And as Oklahoma gets ready to depart this dreadful conference that has to play all these morning games that they're doing again, they're going to go to the SEC where, I don't know how to tell them this, the SEC plays a lot of 11 a.m. games. They're noon for some of those teams. That's different. But Oklahoma, you're still going to play a lot of 11 a.m. games in the SEC. I want them. You don't want them. I feel like we can come to a deal here. You want to swap time slots? K-State and TCU will play on national TV at 11. Okay, you're not taking that. Whatever. You just like to complain. I do too. I like to complain. I'm too old for night games. I just want to get to bed early. Boy, what happened to me?